Hello everybody, WitEden here. Today I'm going to review the Mixup Cube. So what this is it's kind of a 3x3 and it acts like one too, but when you turn the middle layer 45 degrees like this, you can still continue turning it. And so that's really the crazy part of it, and you can continue mixing it up, turning some sides 45 degrees, and you can just keep going like that. Solving it isn't that hard. In fact, just the first step, which is getting it into a cube shape like this, isn't actually that hard. It's actually not the hardest part. The hardest part is getting the centers to be in the right places, because they can move around like that, and then fixing other parity errors like this and this. The algorithms for fixing these aren't that hard, but they do take a little bit of learning, and I think I've forgotten them by now. Compared to a normal 3x3, it's actually really big. The layer in the middle here is actually bigger than a normal 2x2 layer. It's close to the same size, but it's actually quite a bit bigger. And this other layer is a little bit smaller, but it's still bigger than a 3x3 piece. The size of it is closer to the size of a 5x5, although smaller ones like the Shangshao may even be a little bit smaller than it. Just the kind of bulkiness of this cube in general is not the best feeling, but it is definitely required for the mechanism inside, which is actually really complex. The mechanism basically works by having a 2x2, because these corners are always fixed like this, but they can't be turned like a 2x2. But then on every single axis there's 8 identical pieces that can each be interchanged with each other in any way as you want. So you see you could switch around center with an edge with a center, anything like that, and it will still work perfectly fine. The corners have to stay in their respective places though. The stock stickers, which I still have on here, are okay. The shades are kind of just dull and not very good, and the peeling of the stickers seems to be okay. Some of them are placed a little bit sideways, which causes them to peel quite a lot, but really for a custom puzzle they're actually pretty good. I have lubricated this puzzle quite a bit actually. When I was making a video series on how to take it apart, I put a lot of lubricant in there, and that probably wasn't a good idea because it's very slow and sluggish now, but I'll clean that out someday. And because of this, yeah, the turn just isn't all that great. You can't even flick it once most of the time, but it's turnable. I mean, for a custom puzzle like this, which has so much increased functionality, it actually turns pretty well. The mechanism was originally invented by Oskar and you see you have the inner 2x2 mechanism. You can actually see right down to the core right there. And this piece is the same as the center piece, which is the same as the next edge piece, and it's just the same thing all the way around like I mentioned earlier. And you see underneath each of these pieces there are 4 little smaller pieces right there, and there's actually a couple more interlocking these 2 sets of pieces together, and those just allow them to move together. You can see the little pieces moving around inside of there. So that means that there's 48 of those little pieces inside of there, and so you really don't want them to pop. But luckily it doesn't pop that much. It just really doesn't at all unless you really force it. Which, speaking of that, lockups can occur on it quite a lot actually. Like you see right there, it kind of actually got out of place. So I think one of these pieces is trying to pop out but can't. And yeah, it just gets really messed up if you try and corner cut on it at all. So yeah, corner cutting is basically like that much maximum. So besides the awesome extra functionality of this cube, there really isn't too much extra to say about it because it's just a normal cube. It's just like any other 3x3 shape mod or something like that that doesn't turn the best, but has a really cool extra feature. So really overall, I definitely recommend this puzzle. It's actually quite cheap considering the extra mechanism. A lot of just 3x3 shape mods and things like that are just as expensive as it. And so yeah, $20 on a site like Amazon, which is where I got it. So just go there and get one of these today because they're pretty cool. And anyway, if you want to see more videos like this, leave a comment down below. I have been a little bit tight on video making time recently because I've actually been on a trip and I had to make all these before I left. But anyway, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comments below. And if you like this video, leave a like down below. Again, leave suggestions and subscribe if you want to be notified when a future video like this comes out. And I'll see you guys next time.